Yes. Today's topic is elements of directing. Elements of directing. Yesterday we discussed about meaning of directing, its importance, and its features. 3 topics we did yesterday, and today we will be doing elements of directing. So directing has 4 elements, as I told you yesterday also. It has 4 elements. Which 4? Supervision, motivation, communication, and leadership. If a manager wants to be a good manager, he must know each and everything about all these 4 elements. He must know how to use all these 4 elements. Supervision, motivation, communication, leadership combinedly makes the directing complete. If any of these elements is lacking, it means a manager cannot guide its employees properly and cannot get the work done. Okay. So supervision is deleted from your syllabus for this year only. It means it's a COVID deletion. But still, I will be telling you just the meaning of supervision. Otherwise, it was a very important topic. Supervisor's role, functions were there in the syllabus. But for this year, it's a COVID deletion and it is deleted. But still, we will be doing its meaning. So supervision is made up of 2 words. Supervision is made up of 2 words. Super plus vision. Super means over and above. Super means over and above. And vision means art of seeing. So supervision means overseeing the workers. Overseeing the employees or the workers while they are performing the task. So if you have instructed the workers to perform a particular task, then what is the need of overseeing them? Yes, it's very important to oversee them. Why? Because while performing the task, they may be doing some mistakes. They may be facing some problems. If the supervisor is not overseeing them, then those mistakes, those problems cannot be rectified during the task. So at the end of the day, when the target will not be achieved, only then the supervisor will be able to come to know that the workers have not performed the task just because of some mistakes or just because of some errors or some problems. So while the workers are performing the task, the supervisor continuously oversee them, overwatch them to know that whether they are performing the task correctly or not. If they are facing any problem, then at the same time, the supervisor tries to solve out that problem so that the rest of the day is not wasted and at the end of the day, target is achieved. So this is all about supervision and there is no need to do anything else about it. If this topic is given in your books, then cut it down because it's a COVID deletion, so you can cross it. You have to just do the meaning of supervision. So this is the first element of directing, means just giving the directions, just giving the guidance is not sufficient to get the work done. It requires something more. What is something more? That is the motivation, communication, leadership, and supervision. And supervision means Again, I am telling you, while the workers are performing the task, then the supervisor oversee them to check whether they are doing the task as per the requirement or not, whether they are doing the work as per plans, and he also helps them in solving their work related problems. Not only the work related problems, sometimes the supervisor creates a personal relation with the employees. Sometimes uh, they are not in their mental state, they may be facing some personal problems. So at that time the supervisor work as a guide, as a philosopher, as a friend, and tries to solve them their problems, so that the even their personal problem as a friend, so that the workers are able to give their 100%. So this is all about supervision, and nothing there is no need to do anything else. uh, you have to do just its meaning. The person who supervises the work is known as supervisor, overseeing the subordinates at work. This only thing you have to do. Next element is motivation. Motivation, what do you mean by motivation? Any student can raise hand. What is the motivation in your language, in your words? क्या सोचते हैं आप, क्या है motivation? Anyone, please raise hand. Everyone in this world needs motivation. You must know the meaning of motivation, at least as a layman, as a common person. Yes, encouraging, encouragement. Very good, Nilima and Harshita. Very good. Yes, Khushi. Any other word, any other synonym which you can use for motivation instead of encouragement? Any other word? If you are doing the task, you are doing the work, and on regular basis you are achieving your target, but your manager never appreciates you, so you will be fed up that I am coming to the office, doing the work with my wholeheartedly and giving my 100%, but I'm just getting salary just like the other employees who are not doing the task. Sajal, I'm removing you. Yesterday also I removed you. What's your problem? First you unmute yourself, Sajal. Then I will start teaching. Yes, Sajal, unmute yourself fast. What is your problem?
बंद हो गया था कैमरा गलती से.
Don't give me any excuse. It's only you whose camera is closed every time. Is turned off every time. So please don't give me excuse. And if next time it is turned off, I will remove you without any warning. Yes. So if a manager is working and he's giving his 100% efforts, and the other manager is also doing the same task, but with not his 100% efforts, and both are getting the same salary, as the organization is following the principle of equity. So both are getting the same salary. So the manager who is working very hard, 9 to 5, he is not sitting idle, and he is doing his work by giving his 100%, and the other manager who is not doing task properly, both are getting the same salary, then you can imagine that what can happen to the responsible manager. He will be mentally disturbed that why I am doing so much of hard work when I am not getting something extra. Yes, everyone in this world wants something extra if he or she is trying or doing his or her best. So this something extra is motivation, encouragement, stimulation, inspiration, inducement. All these are the synonyms for motivation which you can use. So what is the need of motivation? Why we are studying here? Because a manager has to get the work done from the employees, and it's very difficult to get the work done from others. So apart from the regular salaries and wages, they also need something extra. So this motivation is something extra, so that the employees are highly motivated, highly encouraged, highly stimulated to produce the desired behavior. Desired behavior here means what the manager wants from the employees, they are behaving in the same manner. It means achievement of goal. So motivation is a process of stimulating the people. Not only the stimulating, it is also the process of encouraging. So how we can define motivation? You can note down motivation, or you can underline in your books. Motivation is a process. It is a process of stimulating. Stimulate means to induce, to encourage. It is a process of stimulating, encouraging. All these are the synonyms. Stimulating, encouraging, inspiring, and inducing. All are the synonyms. And inducing the people at work. Why? To achieve desired goal. So it is a process of stimulating, encouraging, inspiring, and inducing the people at work to achieve desired goal. Now, here I have written people at work means the manpower of the organization, the workforce of the organization, irrespective of their level, whether they are working at the lower level, middle level, top level, everyone, whether they are workers, everyone wants this motivation, without which they will be not giving their 100%. Motivation is a force which is not only required at the workplace, it is universal force. It is required everywhere in this world. Suppose आप लोग भी अगर पढ़ नहीं रहे हैं मन लगाकर, तो आपके पेरेंट्स भी आपको मोटिवेट करते हैं. कैसे मोटिवेट करते हैं? कि पढ़ लो, इतने नंबर ले आओ, आपको मोबाइल मिल जाएगा, बाइक मिल जाएगा, लैपटॉप मिल जाएगा. What is this? All these things are the motivation. And all these are the tools of motivation, motivators. आपकी मम्मी ने आपको बोला कि मार्केट जाके एक सामान ला दो, आपने बोला नहीं नहीं मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं नहीं जा सकता, मैं कुछ. मम्मी ने बोला ठीक है सामान ले आओ और आते हुए अपने लिए पिज्जा भी खरीद लाना या बर्गर भी ले लेना, मैं ऑर्डर करवा दूंगी तुम्हारे लिए, मेरा ये काम कर दो. आप सोचो कितना जल्दी उठ के आप भागते हो वो काम करने के लिए. क्यों? बिकॉज दैट पिज्जा, दैट बर्गर, दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग विच योर मॉम हैज ऑफर्ड यू इज अ मोटिवेशन फॉर यू. Okay, so motivation is required everywhere in this world, whether it is your workplace, whether it is a sports ground, or it is a hospital, or it is an educational institution, or at your home. Everywhere it is required. So it's very important to motivate the persons, to motivate the people. So now motivation, similar to motivation, there are three words. First is the motive, second motivation, which we have already done, and the third is motivator. All these are three important words which can be one marker questions. Motive. What is the motive? Motive is inner state or desire. Motive is inner state or desire. Inner state, state of mind. Okay, inner state or desire which compels and directs the individual to behave in the direction. Which compels. Forces, we can also say this word, which forces, which compels an individual to behave in a desired manner. So that is the motive. Like if you want to get admission in a reputed college of Delhi, suppose SR.SEC, which is the best college for commerce students. So that is, and just because of this thing, you want to get admission in a SR.SEC, this is your inner state of mind, you are thinking about that. And that motivates you to work hard. So that is your motive to get admission in SR.SEC. So that is your motive, which will be encouraging you, which will be compelling you, forcing you to work hard so that you are able to achieve your dream goal. So that is the motive. Motivation, I have already told you, it is a process of stimulating, encouraging, inspiring, and inducing the people at work to achieve desired goal. And what is the motivators? Motivators, अब आपके माइंड में मोटिव है कि आपको SR.SEC में जाना है, लेकिन कभी कभी होता है कि पढ़ने का मन नहीं करता बहुत टाइम से, आपको पता है कि आपको SR.SEC में जाना है, बट स्टिल यू आर नॉट वर्किंग हार्ड. व्हाई? बिकॉज देयर इज अ लैक ऑफ मोटिवेटर. अब आपके पापा आते हैं पिक्चर में, सीन में, उनको भी पता है कि आपको जाना है और आप जा सकते हो, बट यू आर नॉट गिविंग योर 100%. तो आपको मोटिवेट करने के लिए ही ऑफर्ड यू कि इफ यू आर गेटिंग एन एडमिशन in SR.SEC, by doing hard work, he will be giving you a personal car. आप कार से जाएंगे कॉलेज, इमेजिन करो, आपकी अपनी पर्सनल कार है, पापा ने आपको गिफ्ट की है, आपके 99% आ गए हैं 12th में, एंड योर फादर हैज गिफ्टेड यू अ कार. अब क्या हुआ, आपके पास मोटिव तो था, बट आप अकॉर्डिंगली काम नहीं कर रहे थे, तो आपके पापा ने आपको कार ऑफर कर दी. सो कार इज अ मोटिवेटर. Car is a motivator. So motivators are the tools or techniques or incentives through which a person can be motivated. Car is a tool, technique or incentives through which a person can be motivated. So this motivators can be of two types: financial motivators and non-financial motivators, which we will be studying in detail in the later part of the chapter. Clear? So these are the three similar words similar to motivation: motive, motivation, motivators. Motive is the inner state of mind, inner feeling which compels you to achieve some target, and motivators are the tools or techniques which helps you to achieve your motive. And motivation includes these two both. Motivation is a whole process which includes motives as well as motivators. Okay, I hope I am clear till here. Then the next is features of motivation. What are the features of motivation? First feature is it is an internal feeling. Internal feeling, I have told you, it is the motive which includes some internal feeling. Internal feeling means it cannot be forced on the employees. It's a psychological concept. Like your father has offered car, और उसके बाद भी आप अपने आप को इंक्रीज ही नहीं कर पा रहे हो. क्यों? क्योंकि आपके माइंड में ये चीज है ही नहीं. सपोज एक बच्चा है जो सिर्फ 40% ला रहा है, उसके पापा उसको बोल रहे हैं कि तुम कुछ अच्छा करके दिखाओ, मैं तुमको एक पर्सनल बाइक दिला दूंगा. ठीक है, अब बच्चे ने पढ़ना ही नहीं है, उसके दिमाग में ही नहीं है कि मुझे पढ़ना है, तो आप उसको बाइक क्या, अगर पापा ये भी बोल देते हैं कि ताजमहल खरीद के दे दूंगा, तब भी वो नहीं पढ़ेगा, क्योंकि उसके माइंड में वो चीज नहीं है. आप किसी को फोर्स नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, सो मोटिवेशन इज जस्ट एन इंटरनल फीलिंग. इट इज नॉट, इट कैन नॉट बी फोर्स्ड ऑन समवन. Desire for a car leads an individual to be motivated. Same thing I told you. So it is just a stimulation which stimulates a person, but you cannot force any tool or technique on the person. When he will be thinking in his mind, it means when there will be self motivation, only then that person will be motivated. You cannot force any person to do any task or work. Second feature, it produces goal-oriented behavior. So it is a goal-oriented process, we can say. With the help of motivation, employees are influenced in such a manner so that they can achieve their goal. So whenever there is a motivation, then there is always a goal. And to achieve that goal, the particular employees are motivated. So if an employee is interested in promotion, she or he will try to improve his or her performance. So what is the goal? To get the promotion. And if we want to get the promotion, we have to give our 100%. So it always produces goal-oriented behavior. Positive or negative motivation? Yes, this is very important point. it is not necessary that every time the motivation is a positive motivation. It can be positive or negative. Positive motivation like अगर मैं आपने से किसी से क्लास में आप सब बैठे और कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है और कोई एक बच्चा आंसर कर देता है या 4 बच्चों ने आंसर किया तो उसको प्रेज कर देना, उसको क्लैपिंग करा देना उसके लिए, या कोई एक छोटा सा गिफ्ट, टॉफी, चॉकलेट, पेन, कुछ भी उस टाइम अगर उस बच्चे को दे दिया जाए तो ही विल बी हाईली मोटिवेटेड. दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ positive motivation. And in organization, the examples of positive motivation are like आपने इंक्रीमेंट कर दिया है उसको, उसको एक अच्छा कैबिन दे दिया है, उसको आपने रेंट फ्री हाउस दे दिया है रहने के लिए, 2 मैनेजर है, एक मैनेजर अच्छा काम कर रहा है तो आपने एक जो अच्छा काम कर रहा है, मन से काम कर रहा है, उसको आपने कार दे दी, ऑफिस की तरफ से कार. दूसरे मैनेजर को कार नहीं मिली, लेकिन वो दोनों तो सेम लेवल पर थे, तो एक को कार क्यों दी? क्योंकि एक बंदा काम अच्छा कर रहा था, तो उसको और ज्यादा मोटिवेट करने के लिए आपने उसको एक गाड़ी ऑफर कर दी, ऑफिस की कार. ठीक है, तो दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ पॉजिटिव मोटिवेशन, लाइक क्लैपिंग करा देना, एम्प्लॉइज का उसको स्टार एम्प्लॉय का उसको एक टैग दे देना. सो दीज आर ऑल द पॉजिटिव मोटिवेशन. Negative motivation may be scolding in front of others, demotion, firing from the job, transfers. So these can be the fines and penalties, cutting increments, giving any type of punishment. So these can be the examples of negative motivation. Because sometimes some people are there who wants positive motivation and some are there who are enforced, who are stimulated only by negative motivation. Like अगर क्लास में एक बच्चा है जो जिसको सब डिसलाइक करते हैं, सब बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये कुछ नहीं कर सकता, तो अगर वो बच्चा ठान ले कि नहीं मैं भी बहुत कुछ कर सकता हूँ, तो दिस विल बी द एग्जांपल ऑफ नेगेटिव मोटिवेशन. एवरीवन इज स्कोल्डिंग हिम, एवरीवन इज पनिशिंग हिम, और हर कोई उसको आके बोल रहा है कि यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग इन लाइफ. क्यों? ताकि उसके दिल पर बात लगे, उसको समझ में आए और वो नेगेटिवली मोटिवेट हो. तो पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव बोथ मोटिवेशन कैन बी देयर, एंड some people are induced by positive motivation, some are induced by negative motivation. But in offices, in business organizations, negative motivations are rarely used, because just because of more use of negative motivation, the employees may leave the organization. It may happen that they are not ready to work with the organization. Next, complex process. Motivation is a complex process. Why? Because motivation is applied on human being, not on machines, not on raw materials, not on physical resources. So, and human being, when we are trying to motivate some person, it means we are hitting on his mind. We are trying to change his psychological state, and different persons have different type of minds, different type of needs. They are heterogeneous in their natures, in their expectations. Some people are working for money, some are not working for money, some are working for their mental satisfaction. They are having ample of money and they are just working for their mental satisfaction and for the recognition in the society. So a uniform pattern of motivation may not satisfy all the people who are having diverse type of needs, different type of behaviors, different type of nature. So if the organization is giving same type of motivation to each and everyone, then that particular tool or technique of motivation may not work. Why? Because different type of employees need different type of motivations. So that's why it's a complex process, because before using the motivation technique or tool, we have to just find out the state of mind of that particular group of people, that what they want, financial motivation or non-financial motivation. So suppose a CEO of a company is there. CEO means he will be already having high salary, so money cannot motivate him. For CEO, you must have to use the non-financial motivation. But for a worker, money is the strongest motivator, because worker is not having ample of money. So if you want to motivate the workers, you have to use the financial motivators. Next is the motivation process. So these 4 are the features of motivation. First, internal feeling. Second, it produces goal-oriented behavior. Third, positive or negative motivation. And the fourth is complex process, just because of different diverse needs of the human being. Next is the motivation process. How the process of motivation begins and ends. First, motivation can be given to a person only when he is having some unsatisfied need. Unsatisfied need means the person is having an unsatisfied need. Like already you are having a bike or a mobile and your parents are offering you bike or mobile again for getting good marks. So you cannot be motivated for the same thing as the need of mobile or need of bike is already satisfied. So a person can be motivated only for the unsatisfied need. Second, when there will be unsatisfied need in your mind, then it will create a tension. Whenever there will be unsatisfied need, then it will create a tension in your mind. It means you will try to satisfy that particular need. You will be always in the process of satisfying that need. Suppose you are feeling hungry. You can see in this picture that in first picture, the particular child is feeling hungry. Then whenever you will start feeling hungry, then there will be a tension in your mind and you will not be able to focus on any other thing. Again and again, the same thought will be coming in your mind. Clear? Then derives. Derives means you will try that hungerness will compel you, will force you to satisfy that particular need, and you will. This is known as drive, which will compel you, which will force you to achieve your target. What is your target here? To get the food. So search behavior. Just because of drive, just because of that stimulation, you will start searching for the food. You will start searching for the food. जैसे अगर आप पढ़ रहे हैं, पढ़ते पढ़ते आपको भूख लगी, आपने सोचा कि ये वाला टॉपिक पूरा करके ही हम उठेंगे, बट स्टिल 5 मिनट के बाद फिर से आपके माइंड में आया कि आपको भूख लगी है, टेंशन हो गई कि अरे पहले चलो खा ही लेते हैं. आप किचन में चले गए एंड यू विल स्टार्ट सर्च. ये आपका सर्च बिहेवियर था कि आप फूड को सर्च करने के लिए किचन में चले गए. वहां जाकर आपको फूड मिला एंड यू सेटिस्फाइड योर नीड. यू ate that particular thing, जो भी snacks मिला या जो भी आपको मिला खाने के लिए, you satisfied your need, and as soon as your need will be satisfied, it will reduce your tension. So it will reduce your tension. So you will be stimulated, you will be encouraged only when there is some unsatisfied need. A person cannot be motivated for a satisfied need. Satisfied need means the need which is already satisfied. If the same thing, suppose you have already ate the food and your friend comes and tells you that do this work of mine, I will give you one pizza right now. So you will be not ready to do his work. Why? Because already your tummy is full. So whenever your need is satisfied, you cannot be motivated. This is the whole process, and you need not to do this process in very much detail. Just learn the steps. Unsatisfied need, first step. Second, tension. Third, drives. You will start search behavior, then you will satisfy your need, then the reduction in tension, and you will be able to focus on your work. So this is all about today's topic: motivation, meaning, features, and its process. 3 things we have done, and I hope the topic is clear.